All right, guys. So this is actually Nasdaq. All right. It's also a trade I took today. What's today's date? Let me check. I don't know. Today's date. Okay, today is actually 2nd October 2023. All right. So this is I want to show you guys how I took a buy on Nasdaq today. All right. So now, okay, when I actually opened the chart, Nasdaq was actually at this around this price region. Okay, now there was a buy at this point, but I missed this buy. Okay, I missed this buy, but I'm still gonna explain to you the entry over here. Now, looking to your left, let me start from the daily. I'm gonna start from the daily. All right. Now on the daily, you have something on Nasdaq. You have something on Nasdaq. All right. Now I'm actually bullish on Nasdaq. Now, why am I bullish on Nasdaq? I'm going to tell you why. All right. Now take a look at this point. From here, we have what? We have that high taken out. All right. Now that high taken out, we had what? Sell side liquidity taken out also. Okay. Now the buy side liquidity was taken out first. The sell side liquidity was taken out second. Okay. Now looking at this, where then do we have our price range to be? Okay. Now we have our price range to be this swing high, okay? This swing high, sorry, you have it to be this swing high to this swing low. All right. Now something happened, okay? Now to this swing low, we have this point as an inducement to this swing low over here. All right. So this is an inducement, and we can actually see buy moves. All right. We can actually see price go bullish for some time. All right. Even though the whole idea of this chart might not be bullish, because here happens to be more like a market structure shift. All right. So price already reacted from this fair value gap and price is selling. So price will most likely sell. But I don't care about that because this is the daily time frame. I just want to have an idea of where price is going to. All right. So now we have this inducement and we already have what? Liquidity sweep right here. If you zoom in, you're gonna see that okay, this week went below this low. So price grabbed buy side liquidity. So it means if this happens, then there is a possibility we're actually gonna see some up prices, some bullish prices. All right. So now, and if you look into what is happening presently, we have what? We have a market structure shift inside here. Price and inducement, market structure shift. What do you think is going to happen? Price will most likely buy for some time. And will it make sense if price buys for some time? Yes, of course, because looking at the internal structure, there is actually some points of interest, or there are some places that that's what I want to call my draw on liquidity. Okay, I went to trade on it on Twitter. Draw on liquidity. Now, what is draw on liquidity? It's where or their price levels or liquidity levels, all right, that have the ability that can actually attract price. Now, not like it's something magical, but then they are just liquidities that price will most likely reach out for, that the big bank will most likely reach out for. All right. Now we have liquidity on this side. We have a fair value gap that price will most likely rebalance. Look at this fair value gap here. All right. So we might most likely see price do what? Rebalance or fill in this fair value gaps. Like I told you, I'm not concerned about the long term. I'm a day trader, so I just want to have an idea of what the daily time frame is saying. All right. So from what I've actually explained here, we have an idea that price might go bullish. Okay, I'm going to go through it again. Buy side liquidity taken, sell side liquidity taken. All right. Now, price did whatever it did inside of here, and then we have this to be an inducement, more like an inducement to this low. And then price swept liquidity. Okay, price grabbed sell side liquidity over here. And then if you look into here, we're gonna see we have what looks like a market structure shift for a buy move. All right. Now I don't care how long the buy move is gonna last for. I just know that okay, right now I'm looking for buys. All right, irrespective of what I have on the daily. Let me go down to my H4. Possibly you can actually have more information. All right. Now, going down to the H4, you will clearly see what the market structure shift I was talking about. All right. Market structure shift I was talking about. Now, is this really a market structure shift or a liquidity sweep? Zoom in. The candlestick did what? It closed above this high. So it's actually a shift and not a sweep. All right. Now, I'm going to go down to my H1 to see what I have with internal structure. Now, I have something amazing over here. Okay. I have something amazing. First of all, let us try to analyze past price. Okay. price was coming, trending down, lower low, lower high, whatever, lower low, lower high. Now, this, we have this low taken out, okay? We have this high, all right? So we have this high taken out over here, all right? Taken out over here. So we actually have a market structure shift that, or an internal market structure shift that occurred right here, okay? Now, price broke up with what? With lots of momentum, okay? Formed the high, formed the low here. Now, this high did what? Was taken out, okay? So we have our price range, all right? We have our price range. This high was taken out. So it means what? Our swing low is going to be this low. Now, not like swing low, but internal, the range we've all been talking about always, all right? So we have this as our low, okay? Now, let's go down to M15 to have a clearer view of what price is actually saying. Now, if we have this to be our major low, so it means all these lows, this one here has liquidity line above them, all right? You are actually free to call it what? Trend line liquidity, okay? You can actually say it's trend line liquidity. I wouldn't say you're wrong, all right? So if we have this to be trend line liquidity, we anticipate that price will actually do what? Let me just put this from here, all right? We anticipate that price will most likely come downwards to do what? To take out this liquidity. And just aside your liquidity theory, all right? Let us apply the metrics, the liquidity metrics, okay? We want to sell below this 0.5 level, okay? So now, where do we look to sell from? All right. Now, this is a wick that can actually serve as entry, but then this high is close to the wick. So what does it make this high? An inducement. All right. So this high now becomes what? An inducement. This high becomes an inducement. This high becomes an inducement. All right. Now, just in case you were skeptical, you can still wait for further confirmations on lower time frame, all right? But then let's just see how price played out. Let's see how price played out. All right, now price has reached our inducement, okay? So assuming you wanted to take the inducement entry, your entry will have been what? On the inducement. Your buy entry will have been on the inducement. Stop loss will be few pips below this low over here, below this range low, this swing low over here, all right? Then your take profit will be what? Will be an external liquidity, okay? But then, if maybe you wanted more confirmations, go down to your 5 minutes time frame or your 3 minutes time frame. All right. In this case, I'm going to go down to 5 minutes time frame. And if I don't have enough information, I'll go down to my 3 minutes time frame. But then I think I'm okay with the information I see on my 5 minutes time frame. All right. So now we have what? We have this high over here. Okay. We have this high. We have this low taken out. All right. We have this low taken out. So the normal thing you want to see is that if price, okay, if price takes out, sorry for that, if price takes out this high, that will be a shift. So we will just most likely look forward. We will look forward a retracement back to maybe a fair value gap or an order block, and then we'll go bullish. All right. So that is what the lower time frame confirmation we are going to be looking at. All right. So let us see what actually happened here. All right, at this point, we have what? We have the market structure shift, okay? Now, do you see a fair value gap? Of course, this is a fair value gap. Let me take this out. Now, this is a fair value gap right here, okay? This is a fair value gap right here. Now, what do you have? Put your entry, put your long entry here, your stop loss will be here. Then your take profits, like I told you before, you target external liquidity, okay? So let us see how this actually played out. Let's just see how it played out, all right? All right, we got triggered right here. Now see how price will actually move. Let's just watch, all right? Perfect. This gap happened, and then we're very close to TP, all right? So let's just keep watching. Let's keep watching. Now, when you have structure like this, I will advise you break even. Put your stop loss below a low, all right? So just in case price maybe reverses or you are not correct about where you set your TP, you wouldn't go back in loss. You instead be stopped out in profit. All right. Now you can see what is happening right here. Now something has formed, guys. Something has formed. Something has formed. Something has formed. Let me show you what has formed. Sorry, let me pause this. Let me show you what has formed. We have what equal lows right here. Equal lows signifies what liquidity as always. So let's keep watching. I think I would like to watch from 15 minutes time frame right now. All right, so let's keep watching. All right, you see what I was telling you guys. Now, of course. All right. Now, if you check, okay, we've had what this high taken out. All right. Now, do not forget, okay, with this that formed here, we have this to be our new what swing high. All right. So we are actually going to be able to highlight or draw out our range from this high. Okay, so we have this to be what? Our new range. Okay, this high that formed here and this new low over here. All right, and the new low over here. So we are looking at internal liquidity. First of all, we found out what, okay, we have equal lows right here with liquidity line below it. But then we need an entry. Now, if you check, our first entry right here is now serving as an inducement to this other block over here. So actually, the entry I took today was basically just an inducement entry. I did not go down to the lower time frame to seek more confirmations. All right. So seeing this inducement right here, this inducement, this low close to this other block, this is an inducement. All right. So now all I did was to what was to take my entry on the inducement. All right. I placed the buy limit on the inducement and stop loss below the low. All I targeted was this high. All right. I was fine with this high. If you check my Twitter, you're going to see the trade. If you're on my WhatsApp, you will have seen the trade. All right. So let's see how this played out. Price triggered me, and then voila, guys, take profit smash. Okay. So I believe this video was helpful. All right. I'll see you in my next video. It's King Wesley, and I'm signing out.